want y'all to see. I do want y'all to see how it is catching entries. A lot of people likes to use them like off order blocks. I use them off order blocks most of the time, but everybody's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are different traders. So I'm gonna show y'all a different style. All right. So basically, right here, what you see. Give them a second. All right, so I like to make it pretty simple. So right there, what's that peak at, Dre? Is it 2050? It's 2050, I think. I think that is. So if y'all can see that that peak is at 2050 where gold was at, all right? That's where it fell down from. So now the easiest thing about this strategy catching entries is you're literally going off of 50% of the sell down or the buy up. All right. I told them to put these lines at these specific spots for a reason so y'all can see what I mean. So for example, right there, let's just say it fell from 2050. That top line I put at 2000. Do you see how it came up and tested 50% of that sell? All right, it tested 50% of that sell, then dropped right back down. All right, does everybody see that? Type of one in the chat if y'all see that, just to make sure y'all are good with everything. All right, bet. So boom. So now this is gonna be real simple. If it breaks the 50%, the only place that is gonna go next is the next high. All right. So right there is 2050, or it's a little above it. Oh, 2070, look like 2060 actually. Yeah, look like 2060, 2065. So boom. Let's say it breaks that 50%. Your next entry be right there, Dre, where you just had your mouse. Um, go down a little bit more. Right there. All right, boom. So let's say it breaks that 50%. Your next entry would be that green line. All right. Let's say you're looking for the sale. You like, dang, I see the sale, but I got in at the 50%, like he said, but it kept buying up. All right. That's okay. All right. It's doing is building up momentum so it can either drop or sell or buy. So boom. Let's say it did go to the green line. That would be your entry. But in this case, it didn't. All right. So boom, it sold down from 2000. All right. It sold down from 2000 and went to about 18, what is that? About 1840, 1840-ish. All right. So boom, your next entry for this should have been around 18, what is that? 1925. All right. I looked at that so wrong, bro. I just messed my head up. So yeah, it went to 1840 and then came back up to 1925. That was 50% of the second sale. All right. So that was 50% of the sale down from 2000. Does everybody see that? And if you notice, it literally rejected off that 50%. Literally. It literally hit that 50% mark and fell straight down. All right. Just type one in the chat if everybody sees that. And now gold is currently on a downtrend. So again, our entry would have been last week, or yeah, last week when it was this wicked 1860, 1870 area. That would have been our entry to get back in for this sale. All right. Now we're looking for a buy now. I wanted to drop. We wanted to drop in this case. All right. But right now we're looking for a buy. Now, looking at this right now, I can tell you that entry, where is that? 1836. That is a great entry for a buy, but we have to be cautious. Just like it breaks that 50%, it can also break that and wake us out before it comes back. Do me a favor, Dre, and zoom out a little bit more on the chart. All right, perfect, right there. All right, right there where you got that bullish QB. Nope, under that. So around, what is that, 1780? No. Go down some more a little bit. Right there. All right, so boom. That area right there, what was that, 1760? That area right there is the overall where I want to get in for a buy. The big buy. Not the small one, but the big buy. I'm waiting for them to put the line so I can see it. But once y'all see it, y'all see why. All right, perfect. So boom. That is where, if we was to get in at 1836, let's just say if we was looking at this off the daily, we was daily traders, you feel me? We get in at 1836 and we like, boom, this is the entry right here. I see the order block, yada yada yada. All right. The banks, everybody gonna see that. You don't think that you're the only person getting in on this buy, do you? I hope not. All right. Simply because everybody sees that buy. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna break that low and hit the next little support, which is going to be that wick right there off of 1760. Y'all see that small candle that to the left, that wick? It was the only candle that looked abnormal right there. It's the only one that looked abnormal because it wicked down and came right back up and then never came back. It still hasn't tested that area. So for that reason, that's where our buy entry is going to be. And for anybody that trades off the daily, if I were you, I would screenshot this because yes, this is a big trade. Gold period this week is gonna be a nice little move, whether you catching the sell or the buy. But it is NFP, so we are being cautious on a lot of these trades. But type of one in the chat if y'all see why I said to 1760 is the overall entry for the big buy. Just type of one if y'all understand why I said that. If not, please ask questions. All right, no questions. All right, bet. All right, so overall, like I said, 50%, you know what I'm saying? Y'all put that in y'all notes, anywhere. That 50%, I'm telling you, it is goated. It works. It's kind of like using Fibonacci. If you use fibs, this will help with your fibs. Me personally, I don't use them all like that. Just because I can see it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, 50% is a beautiful way to catch entries. If you always trying to catch a reversal to get the continuation, look for the 50% mark. Where is it at? You know what I'm saying? Where is that 50% mark at? Other than that, that's all I got for that side. Jalen or Dre, go ahead and take over whenever y'all ready, y'all boys.
Jalen, you get it, bro. I'm still getting some stuff together real quick.
All right, bet.
Say that one more time. I didn't hear what I said.
You said what?
I was saying say that one more time. I didn't hear what y'all said. This speaker's a little messed up.
I was saying, you can go ahead and continue whenever you're ready, Jay.
All right, bet. Let me get it set up or pull up what I need to.
All right, bet. Hey, please make sure y'all have y'all notes out. And y'all are welcome to ask questions at the end. All right, at the end, y'all are welcome to ask questions, but please take notes because this is a lot of information. The money part is great, but it's the inside information that makes us make even more money. You feel me?
All right, that's a bet. I'm finna share my screen. Real quick. Desktop, Safari. Oh. My bad, y'all. I'm trying. Is it not actually letting me share my screen? Okay, here we go. Okay, bet. So what's good, y'all? I'm Jalen. I'm honestly about to be teaching a lot more. I trade a lot of institutional like order flow, just like they said, order blocks. So So yeah, if y'all can hear me straight, drop ones in the chat because I'm about to teach new sauce. We're gonna go over risk to reward because that's a very big thing that everybody that I didn't really focus on in the beginning and what I've been focusing on a lot more. I'm only gonna teach and talk about stuff that I'm doing and that I've been through. So let's get to it. So for instance, a big thing with risk to reward is that you wanna make sure is that your trades are bigger than a one-to-one risk to reward. Now, what is a one-to-one? Now, for every percent that we risk, we want, for instance, a one-to-one is we're risking 1%, risk 1%, and we're gonna gain 1%. It's that simple. 1% gain. Good, it's my bad. 1% gain. Now, this isn't bad if we're winning. If it's not bad if you know, okay, you're gonna win these trades. But the only problem is we don't. Even though I know how good a setup is, there's always a chance that we can lose. I know for sure I've had times where I've done said, hey, this setup looks beautiful. I'm throwing a whole account on it, thinking there's no way it can go wrong. What happens? It goes wrong. Now I'm sitting here like, why didn't I just stick to my risk management? So what you want to understand is when you're looking at risk to reward, you want to always make sure that your reward is a lot bigger than your risk. So if I'm risking 1%, typically what I try to look for is a 3% gain. Or not only a 3%, but that's like the minimum, a 1 to 3. That means if I'm risking $1, I want to gain $3. If I'm risking $10, I want to win 3. And the reason why is because you can lose more trades and still become profitable by the end of the week. All you have to do is know your setup, trust yourself, and continue to do the same setup every single time. I have to say probably one of the biggest trades that I've had, and I'm actually going to pull it up because I'd rather show you so you can see exactly what it looks like. It's actually GBP CAD. And this one was, I actually spoke to Darian about this one earlier. So right here, as we see, this trade right here, this was a 1 to 4 risk to reward. Now on this trade, I only risked, let me see if there's okay, only 1 to 3. That's the lowest I would say. A 1 to 2 is maybe, but a 1 to 3, you can lose more trades. If you take 10 trades, you can lose more than you win and still be profitable. So for instance, on this one, this was a 1 to 4. So if I risked 1% of my account, I gained 4%. Now in this case, what I did is I risked 2%. And the reason why I risked 2% is because I seen that, hey, if I risk 2%, I can grow 8. And as we see, what ended up happening, this trade literally was down here. And what did it do? It came down a little bit, but what you having risk to reward and you understanding how much you're risking per trade, you're not throwing your whole account on a trade. You're understanding, hey, I can put 2% here. And let's say total, I want to risk 3%. So what do? I put 2% right here, which is exactly what I did. And if you know, not all trades go on profit right away. The more you trade, the more you understand and you're okay with that, the better, the less mental capital you're spending. Mental capital is literally when you're looking at a trade, when you're in drawdown and you're seeing the numbers change and you see it's going lower and lower and lower, that's mental capital because not everybody is okay with seeing $400 in drawdown. Actually, you know what? Actually, let's say if you have an account, it doesn't matter what account size, whatever. Would you be willing to see? Would you be okay, mentally okay, to see your trade down $400? Drop a 1 in the chat, and you can be honest. You could say drop a 1 and be like, I am. You could say, heck no, of course not, because these are all the questions. These are all things you're gonna end up running into. And you have to understand, I see no ones in the chat. I agree. Exactly. Don't nobody want to see $400 in drawdown. But what are these? I'm telling you things that can stop you from getting to that point because I've seen it before. I've done it before. And was I upset? Yes, I put my phone down and walked away because I was that much of my mental capital was being spent. So right here, 30 pip stop loss. Another time we can go more into the how I got to this, but about a 30 pip stop loss. And what happened? I only risked 2%. 2%. So that's it, only 2%. And trade came down, and what did I do? I said my max I was gonna risk was 3%. So what did I do? I was able to pop another entry for even half, pretty much half of 2% down here, which now it's only 1%. And what did price do? It reacted very fast. So now instead of me just catching a single 1 to 4, pretty much a 1 to 4.5, I was pretty much able to catch 2. In the fact that I risked 2% here and 1 here, all of it does, it just compounded on top of each other. Lost 310 minutes one day, but made exactly. If you've been trading for some time, a lot of there's a big chance you've been through the same or very similar. And what ended up happening? It didn't just go a 1 to 4. In total, it ended up going a whole 1 to 5 off of this entry here. And from down here, from where the entry was, a 1 to 9. And this is simply off of just risk management. Me understanding I don't have to risk a lot of money to make a lot of money. So I know Dre went over lot sizes before or the other day. If I drop a 0.10 on this, how much would I have made? A 0.10 on this trade, how much would I have made? Somebody drop it. Could anybody drop it in the chat? And by the way, if you're counting pips, this 9 at the end does not count. So right here, 175.9, that's what that is. It's not 1,759. It's just 179, 175.9. That's how many pips it would have caught. So how many pips, how much would we have made if we've dropped a 0.10? Let's see if y'all know.
Hey, Candace, how much will we have, Candace? I'm gonna just pick y'all.
Let's see. If you don't know, drop a 2 in the chat, and I don't mind going over it if you really don't know. If you don't know, drop a 2 in the chat. But if you do, go ahead and guess. I'd rather you try than you be quiet and not understand what's going on.
Exactly. There's no wrong answer, y'all.
I promise you I'm gonna help. I love teaching. 2, okay. 2, I forgot. All right, that's a bet. So we're gonna do a quick recap real quick. So 0.01 is equal to 10 cents. 0.10 or 0.10 is equal to $1. All of these are per pip. 1.00 is equal to $10. $10. And this is per pip. Per pip. The whole way. So now, asking this question, if I popped a point, oh, my bad, let me make it bigger. So if I popped a 0.10, so 0.10, and this was 175 pips, how much money did I make off of this trade?
$17.
Say it again.
$17 or no?
If I used a 0.01, I would have made $17.50. But the fact that I did a 0.10, a 0.10, my bad if I said I said it wrong. I meant a 0.10 if I said it wrong. You would have made
Wait.
100. Yeah, you would have $175. That's how much on this
Okay,
trade.
gotcha.
0.1.
Got it right on the first time. You just said the answer. So that's why you say that.
Yeah, so if you use the 0.01, you would have had $17.50. Now on this one, since we understand that now, the actual lot size I used was a 0.15 on one entry. So who could tell me how much that is? A 0.15. Let's see, who could tell me? Who could tell me? And it's important that we're going through this because when you understand risk to reward, like this is something I'm realizing more so recently. And the sooner you realize it, the faster you're able to make money. So perfect, Marcus, $262. That was just off of one entry. And that wasn't even the high entry. That was the entry that was the entry right here. So imagine the entry all the way further down. Now you have two of those entries, and now you're seeing once this moves, you're seeing very minimal drawdown. As you see, the candle just get bigger and bigger, and boom, they go. And then if you go into what we just learned a little bit, just to see how close this lines up. And what did he say? The 50%. It just happened. I didn't even think about it, but it just happened to be the 50% that we could have got another entry off of, and boom. We literally just finessed the market out 170 pips. We made over about $400 off of two entries. And then what? Boom. What is it? We're patient. The market comes back 50%. And what happened? We could have taken it even higher.
Go.
And it's gone. Just boom. Even if we took the same exact trade, what would have happened? We would have been just a little short. We would have just been a little short by like a couple pips. But that's another 160 pips. We didn't even change the risk at that. 50%, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to start using that a lot more. But as we see, the risk didn't even change, 30 pips. This same 1 to 5, this was a 1 to, if we would have made it a 1 to 3, boom, we would have still secured our 1 to 3. As simple as that. And then what? Price still continued to go up. So we would have secured our money, took most of our money off the table, and we would have still had more positions to run. That's how we're able to get the huge risk to rewards. If I put a standard on a trade, I'm not going to keep a standard on the whole duration of this trade all the way to the top. Oh, my bad. Now, the reason why is because you never know when the market is going to turn around. Because what I used to do is, let's say right here, we're in the trade, we're up 150 pips. Now, okay, so I'm gonna put you guys in a situation. I want everybody to participate. Let's say we dropped a standard on this trade right here, which means it's $10 a pip. That means if we're up 150 pips on this trade, let's say 150 pips, we're up 1,000. We're up 1,500. We're up $1,500. If you're up $1,500 and you say, okay, well, my target is to go to, let's say, 1,800 right here. And you're saying everything is going to line up perfect, whatever, 1,800. Are you going to, one, close the trade, or two, continue to let it go to the 1,800? I'm asking this because this is so serious. Are you going to, one, if you're up 1,500, you're up 150 pips on a standard, are you going to let the trade go? Or two, are you going to take some off and then let the trade go? Okay, I see twos. If you're one, keep it above.
I see 2.
I see twos. I'm down. I love it because I ain't even gonna lie. I used to be the one.
Hey, this the
Okay.
thing.
I
Everybody,
like
everybody dropped a 2, but everybody do 1.
Yeah, keep it. I ain't even gonna cap with y'all. Right now, everybody's saying 2, and it sounds good. But when you're actually in the position and you see, oh, I see where it's at. Oh, I want it to go higher. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna leave the trade on, or you're gonna move your stop loss because you want to say, okay, just in case if it goes. And then stuff like this ends up happening. You're up 150 pips. You've waited hours. You're in this trade for hours and hours, and that's like hours. And then what happens? In 2 hours, what happens? You drop all the way to 20 pips. Now, what is mental capital? When does mental capital come into play? Are you okay with seeing yourself being up $1,500 and now you're only at 200? As it's falling, you're in your mind. I'm letting you know ahead of time things that happen so you're aware of it. As it's falling, you're thinking it's going to come back up. It's going to come back up. It's going to come back up. So then you end up making $200, which is good, but you're upset with yourself because you say, oh, I should have took the money when I could have. I should have did this. I should have did that. So what I'm here to tell you is when you're up a specific amount that you like, and you're going to end up learning where to exit, where you should exit. But if you're up an amount that you like, or that you can actually like pay your rent with or do something, just take it. You'll never go broke taking profit. Yes.
Amen.
You'll never go broke taking profit. I remember I was trading Bitcoin. I didn't even have my first $500 day. And I was up $500. I remember I think it was like $504. And I was thinking it's going to continue to go. It's going to continue to go up. What ended up happening? That was my first time ever seeing my account at my equity at $1,000. And what happened? Blew the whole account same day. Why? Because I was so focused on trying to make all the money and thinking it's going to continue to go.
And look, if y'all really think about this is the reason why we tell you have to take every trade, and you can really catch what he's showing you and be able to go off for the whole day. And also, if you think about it, take and put your profit ranges and your margins into something that's relatable. So for me to say, okay, if my phone bill is $150, I know I need to do what I need to do to make $150. Like you just put your places, put your thing in perspective.
Yeah, basically, like he explained it very well. So it's just everybody just has to really understand like that taking profit is important. Your entry is important, but your exit is probably is one of the most important things. I used to be able to find a great entry, but I wouldn't find the exit. So once you practice more and understand it, I guarantee you your trading will be a lot better. Just do not be greedy and understand when you are up a certain amount, it doesn't always have to hit TP. To keep it a buck with you, we always wanted to hit TP, but it doesn't always hit TP as we see here. Right here, we would have wanted it to. It got close, but a lot of us would have got scared when we seen this drop. But how your mindset would change is, okay, what happened? Price came all the way up here. Now when it starts to drop, or when I see it start, I see red candles, I'm taking my profits. And what can I do down here? I can re-enter again. And now what does that do for me? It just gave me I secured my profits. 2, now I'm trading with equity, or I'm trading with money that I've already made. So I can take this trade down here and not have to worry because I've already made $1,500 other dollars. I risk $50 of this. I risk 2% of 1,500. I risk $30 of it. Boom, what did I just make? You just made more than 170 pips again. So just make sure you're taking notes on risk to reward. Like if you don't get anything, 1 to 3 should be the only risk to reward you should be taking, not 1 to 1, because there's no other thing you can do where you can lose more and still win.
And
So
even I'm just saying, like, it's off topic of risk to reward, but at the same time, if you become a trader that Jalen, go back to that trade. We use that real quick. I'm gonna show them something. Okay, so cool. So you see up here where he got his everything marked down, and you see where that large drop starts. If honestly, if you know your candles patterns, you know that before that first red candle, that's a hammer. So that's a reversal. That's a reversal tool right there in itself. Knowing your candlestick patterns is a reversal tool right there in itself. So honestly, if you want it to be a person, you can say take an entry up. I take a quick sell, and then sell it down and close out. If you want to be that type of trader, but you can't do it that way.
Does anybody have any questions on like risk to reward, anything like that? Because I want to make sure, like when I say this is something that I'm working on, I'm telling you, because the things that come up in my trading, I'm letting y'all know. It's a lot of things that I didn't catch when I was a younger trader that now I'm starting to catch and I'm changing.
Oh, risk to reward.
We clear? Or is everybody clear on this?
I got a question.
Oh, okay, what's up? Talk to me.
So when you talked about, so when you did that example on 1, collecting the profit, and 2, or just letting it ride, is there ever a good time to put your stop loss in the profit?
So this speaker is so bad. You said, can you say it one more time? I'm gonna try to listen. This speaker is like it's blown basically. So say it one more time.
All right. So your example on, like, are you like 1? Are you taking it? Are you taking the profit where it's at, or 2? You're just gonna let it ride. So when you said putting your stop loss in the profit, is there ever like a good chance to where we could take 2 and let it and put our stop loss in the profit, or just make sure to take it to where it's at?
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So me personally, I like to is your questions like when should we move our stop loss and profit, or when we should move it?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So me, it kind of depends on structure. And the reason why is because certain pairs move a lot faster than others. Like for instance, Nas 100, you can be in profit 20 pips, not 20 pips, 20 points, which is 200 pips. And it can literally come back down and it can play in that whole area. So me personally, I like to see, like, let's say for right here, if I see it's in this area and it's coming, this is my entry point right here. Once I see price come down here and it starts to react and it moves past this area. So you see this down candle right here, this red candle. Basically what I'm looking for is the price to clear all of these areas. And the reason why is because if price clears them, that means they're showing the banks, the hedge funds, they're showing a very clear indication that they want to get away from this area. So once it moves away, what am I going to do? I'm going to move my stop loss to break even, or I'm going to move it right above break even. So I'm going to put it about right there, because just in case price decides to come back down, then I know I'm not losing any money. Even though I will hope, I'll be like, okay, I hope it doesn't come down, but I want it to continue. And then you see there's a high right here. So once it gets above this, I know, okay, it should continue to go up. But just in case if it doesn't, I'm going to set my stop loss here. And also a tip, and when you move your stop loss up, you should always take something off on the trade. So if I have a 0.50, and let's say it ended up Let me add whoever this is into the thing. I have a 0.50 and I'm in the trade. What I'm gonna do is right here, let's say I'm up 88 pips. That's amazing. If I can take this off, if I can take off half of my position, which means it'll be a 0.25 now, that means I can take off half of my position, secure my 3%. I'm gonna do that every time. And the reason is you wanna make sure that you're securing your 3% no matter what. Like, of course, it's gonna continue to go, or it should, sometimes it does. Hopefully we want it to continue to go, but you wanna make sure you secure it. So if all fails and it does end up coming back, just in case, you're good. You're straight. You're not worried about anything. And then as we see, as it continues to go up, then once you secure your 3%, you can move your stop loss up here if you like below a low. So in these areas, so now, boom, now it's just continuing to go. And then as it creates new lows, higher lows, and it continues to go up, you can move it here. And what does it do? And by the time it's consolidating in this area, you pretty much want to exit the trade because now the move is done. And now the market is now deciding what does it want to do, if it wants to continue to buy up or sell. And what do we see here? It decided to sell. For this moment, it decided to correct. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Perfect. Anybody else got questions? It can be, when I tell you it can be anything, please ask the questions. If you're confused on anything, you don't know, it's 13 of us on this call. Order blocks. Okay. So
Wait. Don't go over that yet, Jalen.
yeah, I was about to say. Correct.
That's honestly,
yeah,
order blocks is gonna end up being a whole training in itself. We really just kind of showing y'all like a little bit of how it works, but it's gonna end up being a whole training in itself.
Yeah, like in a nutshell, are footprints of the banks. So it allows you to see what the bank, when the banks enter the market, and what direction the market is going to go. So when you're able to see order blocks and understand like what they are, just know that they're institutional movements. They're telling you where the banks are going to go. They're footprints. That's how you're able to see what levels, what is true support and resistance. Support and resistance isn't just me drawing a trend line, which is probably what we've already heard. We've all heard, oh, I draw, boom, 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 I buy here. No, the market doesn't respond to what we draw. The market does with the banks, institutions, JP Morgan, Chase, Bank of America, hedge funds, what they want to happen. So when we're able to see what they want to happen, we're able to react and be on the same side as them. But yeah, that'll be a whole nother training on how to find them, so on and so forth, what you should do to get used to seeing them. And that'll pretty much get you right. Any other questions?
Jalen, can you go to BTC real quick?
Yes, sir.
And zoom out real quick. All right, boom. Order block training real quick. Well, not even a training, but right where your mouse was just at, Jalen, right there. All right, so that's an order block. If y'all in this trade and y'all see me call it earlier, I said sell BTC. It literally did what I wanted it to do. Where it's at right now, it hit that 50%. It hit that 50% of that little sell candle, and it rejected, which is good. All it has to do is keep selling. So right there at 31,250. 31,250. If it breaks that area, then the next place it's going is 3,500. So I'm just showing y'all how to set y'all TP. So boom, that could be your first TP, 31,225. Your second TP, let's say you like, all right, bet. I want to get in again because it broke that. Okay, boom, get in again and take it to 3,500 because that's the next little support. All right. Overall, we know we want to take it to 29,500 or 29,250. All right. So this is just, I'm just showing y'all how to get in and out of the market, hit all the supports. So boom, you took profit in the first one, bow. Now you enrolled it down to the second TP, bow, took profit. Now you can get in again and take it all the way down to the order block. Overall, how many pips is that? Where is it? I can't see. What is that? 30? Well, I could just tell you actually. Yeah, that's about 2,300 pips. Crypto is different. I don't know if y'all know that, but crypto move like their pips go by 100. Well, BTC does. It goes by 100 pips. So like 30, 100 is 100 pips. 30 to 200, 200 is another 100 pips. So if y'all see this though, like this is a trade. I ain't gonna count. I was just letting y'all see it so y'all know where it's going. But overall, we're taking it to 29. If we looking on the daily, can you go on the daily real quick? Well, actually, not even the daily, the weekly. All right. So on the weekly, this looks like it's about to retest the 50% to give another sell entry back down. So on the weekly buy, it's gonna be a big push. So we're gonna take this back down to 29,000. Boom. All right. It did a little engulfing candle, but it has to retest that little candle as well. So it did that. Now, when it comes back down to 29, or what is that? 20, yeah, 29K. No, not right there. That's gonna be the last TP. So we're gonna take it. We want it to come down to 29,000. Once it comes down there, we should be looking for a buy. I'm telling y'all, we should be looking for a buy. The reason being is because I want to take this trade for the buy up to 3,600 at least. Well, 36,000. All right, that's where I want to take that TP for that buy. All right, now that's off the weekly. It looks like it's far. I mean, it looks like it's not a ways away, but really that's a lot of pips. All right, so we're gonna take the sell down. Yes, it's about to sell hard. It's got to do that, but it's going to buy up within this next week or two, and we're overall want to take BTC to at least 36,000. Now, if we take it to 36,000 and it breaks 36,000, where's the next place we're gonna sell it at? Drop in the chat. Where's the next place we selling this at? If it breaks 36,000, it keeps going. All right, so 52 is like SL area. So like 52 on a weekly, if like you entering this off a weekly, that'll be like SL area. All right. So your first entry would be around 47 to 48,000. All right, yep, right there. That'll be like your first little entry. So if you was looking, if it broke 36, I'm definitely gonna see it to at least come up to 47,000 or 48. Now, if it breaks 48 and goes to 52, then I can let you know right now it's not gonna sell. Zoom out real quick, Jalen. If it goes to 52, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna go right to 60. It's gonna keep going. It's just gonna keep going back up. Oh, you good, you good. But yeah, if it breaks that 52, so Mariah, no, you was right though. That's what I said. It's SL area. So if it breaks that 52, it's going right to 60K. It ain't gonna do it right away, but it's gonna make its way up there.
Yes.
You feel me? It's not gonna just shoot up there off rip. It ain't gonna just do it like that. But it's definitely gonna make its way up to 60K if it breaks 52. Overall, if you look to the left, I want BTC to come to 20K. It's an order block right there to the left at 20K.
Mm-hmm. That's the same one I was looking at.
Yep, and that's now that's where we want to buy it at. Now, overall, in stock wise, investments, anything like that, if Bitcoin dropped to 20K, I'm letting y'all know right now, you better get in a buy. I don't care if you got $10 in your account. I don't care. Enter with a 0.01, especially if you got KOT. Enter with a 0.01. I'm letting you know it's going to shoot right up. I'm telling you. Crypto ain't going to never just keep dropping like that, especially not how the world is today. I'm trying to tell you. It's going to give you a nice little entry, and it's going to start the wave for next year. It's literally going to start the wave for next year because this whole sale happened this whole year so far. What is past year?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people keep saying it's going to 10K, 14. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all got to be realistic, bro. Like, I know it looks good. It looked real good. It looked good too. It looked real good, but like, we got to be realistic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, it's not going to drop that far. And if it does, then hey, that's great. But if we're looking at this as, you know what I'm saying, being smart, analyzing, our target area is 20K. It's an order block sitting right there. It's two of them.
Yeah, especially like if you follow like Twitter for some reason, they'll like notify me when people tweet about Bitcoin. And you'll see like, especially like on YouTube, a lot of people don't know how to like, you have to look at it like as technical analysis, because you have to understand that for every buyer, there has to be a seller. And for every seller, there has to be a buyer. So when price does what it does, and they see, it's called a parabolic move. When price shoots up, so like pretty much what Bitcoin did, like here, we see how it shot up drastically, and it was only buyers from here all the way up. And what did it do? It came back down. Why? Because it's a market cycle. It doesn't, price can't just shoot up and not have no type of correction. And what do we see here?
And that's honestly the same thing like what we always say. Basically, with well, I wouldn't even just say with Bitcoin, but pretty much like all cryptos. What's going to happen is you're going to have that period of where it starts to shoot up. It's going to touch either a previous high or create a new high, and then it's going to start to drop back down and correct itself.
Yeah. So, Darian, that's pretty much this is where hold up one last. So drop ones if we understand risk to reward. Just don't even drop one. Drop what risk to reward are we only taking? So you was paying attention. 1 to 3. I need more. Okay, I see Candace in here. She locked in. 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Okay. I like it. 1 to 3 is the minimum though. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Darian, what's up? Back to you.
So everybody, just to like be technical, if you still don't understand the ratio, put it in a format like this. 1 to 3 is basically I'm risking $100 to make 300. 1 to 4, I'm risking $100 to make $400. You never want to risk $100 to make $100. Never. Like it's too risky. It's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to trade like that. All right. So I'm just saying that just in case, and give y'all like a nice little, shortcut in understanding it. Other than that, that's pretty much it for right now. Does anybody have any other questions?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
And we will be doing another training coming up in a day or two. Well, I think Thursday. VIP. Let y'all know right now. The live sessions are going crazy this week. All right. So I advise y'all to be up in the morning. If you're gonna be up in the morning trading with VIP, be up before 9:30 because that's when everything is gonna start rocking. All right. But overall, yeah, BTC looks so good right now. That look good, boy. That look like pure money. I hope everybody is in BTC, man. If you're not in it on your real account, get in it on your demo account. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta start treating y'all demo accounts like your live accounts. I'm trying to tell you that is the best way to be a better trader. Because I'm telling you, if you don't practice on your demo, you ain't gonna never get good on your live. Other than that, we in BTC for the night. That's the big trade I'm in. Like I said, it's NFP, so we really being cautious on these trades. If y'all get wicked out of any trades this week, like I said, just be cautious. It's NFP, so the market is gonna be spiking a lot. So the way it looks on a regular week, think of it times 10. You know what I'm saying? So these little wicks that they try to do to stop hunts when they hit our SL, it's gonna be way bigger moves than that. So just be cautious. Make sure y'all doing proper risk to reward. Other than that, Jalen, I appreciate it. Dre, appreciate it. Everybody that hopped on, I gladly appreciate it. It's the most everybody has hopped on in a while, actually. I ain't gonna lie.
And honestly, I'm gonna go over this little NFT thing real quick just to really show y'all, like, cause I dropped the video that I did for Instagram, but I'm gonna actually show y'all so y'all can see what this look like. Can y'all hear me for one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just making sure. Here we go. Share screen. All right, so this is actually something I just found like searching the internet, but pretty much this is a way that you can get I say technically they're called free NFTs, but the only thing with this is that you have to actually end up, depending on how fast that you catch it, you have to end up paying gas and fees, which I mean that's really kind of, I would say, more worthwhile than actually paying for the actual NFT itself and having to pay for gas fees. But the name of this website is called rarity.tools. And if you go to this link up here, it's called rarity.tools/upcoming. And basically what it does is it basically shows all of the new upcoming NFT projects. So these are like the ones that launched today. Let me scroll down. These are the ones that drop tomorrow. And then it just show you like different NFT sales. But pretty much thing is that what we really look for, and this is a way that you can easily build up your portfolio, is to look for ones that have free mints. So let me go. So like this one right here, Batty Bangs is basically, it's a rooster thing NFT. So basically you see they got free mints, 11,101 total. Went public 7 o'clock New York time. Well, yeah, Eastern Standard Time, really. But basically, as far as this, with doing this, all you technically have to do is use a compatible web browser. So Firefox, Chrome, and then Microsoft Edge is what you can use to get MetaMask. And basically what MetaMask does is basically it manages your Ethereum and like your accounts as far as like what you're doing whenever you're dealing with NFTs. OpenSea, that's really where you can buy NFTs off of here. You can sell your NFTs that you get off of here and everything like that nature. So basically what happens is you end up connecting MetaMask and OpenSea. So that way, whenever you go to mint an NFT, it'll directly go to your portfolio on OpenSea. So that way you'll have it, you'll no problems. As far as like getting the actual NFT itself, it's really as simple as you just go to their website, whatever the project website is. I usually tell people to make sure that you're actually reading some of the stuff that they have on here. That way it's kind of like you'll necessarily know like the outlook and the timeline of the project, because like it really doesn't make sense to have an NFT that's not necessarily gonna move any type of way. But as far as it is, just basically with that, really you connect your MetaMask ID, you click buy, and then it'll pop up here and it'll tell you how much it is with your gas fees. So like right now, there's not a lot of people buying it, so gas fees are down. I know when I first got this, like maybe like an hour, 2 hours ago, the gas fees was like $50. So $50 USD, and then you got to get it in Ethereum. But that's pretty much really just simple thing of it. I just really want to show y'all like how you can start to mint like actual NFTs and different projects and stuff that you can go for. Usually what I'll do is I'll really go through and look at this website because it has a lot of different projects, and you can actually just set a time like on your phone. So if you see it got a free mint, let's say this one right here, which was Adventure Island NFT, if it was free and it said, okay, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, that's when they're launching it, set an alert on your phone. So be like, okay, you need to go to Rarity Tools at 12 o'clock, look for this NFT, and then be there so that you can get it. And pretty much it's really just as simple as that. And like once you mint it, you can keep it. And once it goes up in value, you can sell it. So that's pretty much just like how it is right now. Really, NFTs are kind of like in their bear market. They have really been in a bear market for like almost 2 years now. But they're a good thing that you can use to kind of build up your portfolio and different things of that nature. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really got for that.
BTC for the win, man. My bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, you
I'm just
already
looking
know.
I'm just looking at it drop. I'm sorry.
But nah, that's it though. We don't really want to hold y'all up because I know it was getting late. But this will be dropping on the YouTube channel, so make sure if you're not already following the YouTube channel that you following it. I dropped the link and stuff. One of our other trainers is on there as well. And really just be prepared for like the next couple weeks is gonna just be like straight trainings, pretty much. So it's pretty much gonna be a stacked schedule, just like how I set it up for the beginning of this week. So y'all just get prepared for that. Do what you gotta do schedule wise, and yeah. If you got any questions, you can mute and ask now while we on here the last couple minutes.
No questions.